Hi guys. You know what? I'm tired. I'm like literally losing my voice. This week has honestly drained me mentally. I'm not mad about it. It's just noticeable. Basically, I imagine my life is changing, and it is. It's getting better, and I work for some really wonderful companies, and I run my own business, and I am in act of waiting for a response about my second one, which I put the application in for last night, and I spent all morning talking business to open up more Airbnbs. Not even because that's what I wanted to do, but because I was approached actually by several people, at least 10 or more. And I was willing to consider taking the time to partner with somebody to do this. And basically, it's been a really busy week. So, I can't even talk. My voice is like going away. It's crazy. So I need to go grocery shopping, and let's just do a read. Fuck it. Four of Pentacles. I saw it earlier, and so we'll just bring it out and talk about it. I do feel like some of you guys are feeling more grounded, but yeah, I'm feeling this grounded, but protected. I know what I want kind of energy. The reason why you're protecting these pentacles is because you have a plan. And you are very, Tower in the reverse. That was your test. And I felt like that earlier. I felt like this was a full-blown test to see if you were going to settle again. If you were going to be tricked again. In order to level up, we have to see what is coming to protect the people. Because to be more is to really be a wise leader. It is our duty. It is our duty to turn our pain into power now. What we went through hurt us very deeply, and it still hurts us when we think about it. I can feel it in our heart. But the one thing that we wanted while we were hurting more than anything was to feel better. And everybody else deserves to too. And something that helped me feel better was learning how to do that, which is something I didn't realize was the problem. Had anybody told us that we needed a leader to help guide us in a better and different direction, which is something that most people can't even admit. A lot of people have pride, and so they want to cover up the fact that there's something in particular that was halting this person all along. Some people are selfish and they don't allow people that they're in charge of to go to counseling. They make them keep family secrets. They yell at them. They put them down. They had no skills as a parent. A lot of us make mistakes. And so all we needed to do really was just learn how to correct that. But we didn't. We lived in shame, guilt, and doubt. And that was all just the past. That's the past. Now we know that anytime we make a mistake, we find a solution. we look for a different way to go about doing things. And that's exactly what this is, the Hierophant in the reverse. We just didn't know. We had the wrong leader. We had no leader. Maybe we were leading ourselves. It's an easy peasy fix, guys. It's an easy peasy fix. Anytime you make a mistake, it's okay. You're gonna know, just like anybody else will know, that if you repeat mistakes, people are gonna notice that. And they may not take you seriously, and that may be something that, well, that's just something that you're gonna have to just accept. So at that point, just, you can either be honest and say, I'm not gonna quit. Just, it is what it is. Don't fake who you are. Don't make fake promises. If you want to do it, the universe says you are always allowed to do whatever you want. God does not punish anybody for doing the wrong things. You punish yourself. The universe isn't a punisher. What we put out, we get back. We manifest what we are, and what that means is not how we look or what we say we are. It means, when you say manifest what we are, it means you manifest what you think and feel. So if you're sitting there glaring, mad, snooty, pouting, not proactive, pessimist, there you go. That's what you're getting. So when you're saying, well, the reason why I'm like this is because this. Now the reason why you're like this is because you. Because you choose to be that. You choose to allow that. We become what we allow. If you don't want something to do something to you, if you don't like where you work, if you want to make more money, try something new. Quit fucking bitching. Quit fucking doing it the same way and saying every fucking time this bitch fucked me over. Whatever, dude. Take some fucking time to yourself to change who you are because you manifested that shit. Don't fucking sit there and say everybody fucks you over, bro. You're fucking yourself over. You're bringing it. No. Do you know why we have tower moments? Why we are stripped of everybody? Sometimes why we go to jail, treatment, lose people. Why people die. Lessons. Because it's fucking life. And you're gonna be fucking as fine as you fucking feel and as fine as you fucking move. And when time does not heal shit, dude. Knowledge does. Understanding does. Faith is what we need to have. You need to understand that the world is huge. I dream of traveling and seeing how beautiful it is because honestly, it's just so pretty. There's so many pretty things out there. So I'm all emotional. And when I say pretty, I just think of like the Greenland and the oceans and the stars in the water. It's beautiful. And we've spent so many hours, honestly, fighting addiction, breaking up and fighting and getting back together with people and seeing people struggle and thinking about some death, and it hurts and it fucking sucks. But now I realize that honestly, my life moves at the pace that I pushed it, and I've figured out different things. I pay attention to habits and choices, and I realize when I choose to do this is a pattern, these are the results, and when I love it. I know everything, and I know everything that I do wrong too before I do it. Something that I did wrong in the past was, the last thing that I really did wrong was when I let Edward move in with me, dude. And I love Edward. I was just big of a pain in the ass to any of my boyfriends that they were to me. I'm not one of those girls that's like, they were bitch. But he rammed cop cars when he got drunk for fun, and he had 4 charges of that prior to being here, and he did it with my Durango too, and I have children, and it was just like, those are big deals to me because if you look up the statistics, it actually says that the number 1 child abuse that occurs is step-parent abuse. And I don't actually need my man to parent my kids. They're very beautiful, smart, and self-sufficient. They help me run all my businesses. I would never let nobody disrespect anyone in this house. They're all equal. And so, but I also can't put my kids and myself in a situation to be, investigated at any point and say, hey, you're dating somebody who's dangerous, and explain that. There is no I didn't know when you're a mom or a dad or in court. I don't know means that your kids are in danger. And for many years, I blamed my mom for raising my kids, and I hated her. But for many years, I continued to date toxic men, and I barely, for 3.5 years now, have not had somebody here. I promised my kids one day I went up to the living room. My daughter, Halo, told me, Mom, she has a knife under her pillow upstairs in the room. I said, why? She told me Edward made her feel uncomfortable. Bro, that shit hit deep. And I went up there and I talked to both the girls, and I said, babe, what the heck is going on? And fuck, dude. My kids mean the world to me. I lost a lot of time with my kids, dude, fighting with men and doing dumb shit with men. And that's why I'm, like, very picky today. But, she just told me that it made me feel uncomfortable, and I let him know, like, babe, I want to know those things, and you're like, babe, telling me, like, I would never want to ever I will never fucking, if my kid said the word uncomfortable, that is a different word than I don't like him. So to me, it matters. If you find yourself feeling in any way, communicate that with me. I know I'm a dick, and I know I talk like a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer, and I still fucking should be, because I love you all, and I want to defend you all. But I can help everybody in a way where I can teach you all how to know what I know, and I think that's bigger. I think teaching life skills and overcoming depression and things like that is the big thing. And I think that accountability and understanding how we got ourselves into situations and how to choose to get out is the thing. Because when you can do that, you make a choice. If you want to do that, you get to understand that when we choose to fall back into old habits, that's a choice. There's a lot of accountability, which removes anger and blame. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a sense of disappointment, but there's ultimately going to be this big sense of acceptance. Because as long as you've stated the facts, man, I do this. When I do this, this happens. It needs to be cut out from my life. I'll have nothing but tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, because you are blocking yourself. Quit blaming anything. No. If things, it could be a will, a skill, or a hill. Are you willing to do the work? A lot of people don't think about the amount of work you have to put in to a dream being successful. They see the fucking goal, the tangible, the prize. No, life is hella work, bro. You're going to be working like 6-7 days a week. If you want to get here, yeah, I already do it, dude, and I'm not even there yet. And you know why I wasn't there? It wasn't because I didn't have the skill. I was willing. I was willing to learn. I was willing to work. I was willing to do everything. But you know what my setback was? Self-respect. Self-worth. I was codependent on having a man. And you know what? I listen when people talk to me. And my aunt told me, Tara, you don't want a man. You need one. And she was right. That's what I need to hear. When you're telling me you're a fucking piece of shit, your man's a piece of shit, naturally, I defend my family, bitch. I'll fucking be the only one that calls my fucking man a piece of shit, you stupid motherfucker. How about you get the fuck out of my fucking house? Like, nobody disrespects my fucking man. And if I'm loving anybody, it's because I actually thought you were workable. I didn't know you're bro. And there were times I did know. I got to these points when I was like, holy shit, this is not good. We gotta break up. But that's what codependency is. I didn't know that I was codependent. But Edward got smart ass with me one day and he told me that I was. And so I researched it. I'm not one to... I was like, holy shit, I am. Joke's on you, bitch. He's gone now. But you know what, ultimately, Yeah, if you tell me something, honey, I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna get Hey Google tatted here. Can I get a tattoo? I really do. Like, Google has been my fucking homie, dude. Hey Google. Facts. Love him. And it has allowed me, and Tara too. This has all allowed me. When I educate myself, I understand the problem now. So just know that events occur. You will feel a feeling based off of whatever the fuck. Everything feels good or bad. It's good or bad, good or bad, good or bad. That's it. That's what's registered. Bloop. So you just scanned it. Picture yourself, you're a grocery store. Event occurs. Bloop. Okay, got two options. Good or bad. It sends a message to your brain. Your brain decides, is this good or bad? It goes and sends signals throughout your whole body. And